In this video, let us solve a problem: design of a tension member with bolted connections. So let me read this question. Design a bridge truss diagonal subjected to a tensile force of 300 kilonewton, and this 300 kilonewton is the factor tensile load, so no need to multiply again with 1.5. The length of the diagonal is 3 meter. So we told you that in the bridge trusses also tension members are going to be there, and it is a diagonal section. Of course, don't worry whether it is a diagonal or straight or something like that. So just take care of the length. The length is 3 meter, and the tension member is connected to a gusset plate 16 mm thick, and don't worry about the gusset plate thickness also. But see here, this is connected to the gusset plate with one line of 20 mm diameter bolts of grade 8.8. So the grade of bolts that is used is 8.8. That means Fu of the bolt is 800 Newton per mm square, and Fy of B, of course we do not need this. This is enough, Fu. And the grade of steel of this bridge truss is not given, therefore you assume that is 410 grade steel. Okay, so 410 grade steel ki Fu 410 and Fi 250 ఉంటుంది. Of course, gamma m0 is 1.1, factor of safety against shielding, m1 against rupture, mb is the fracture factor of safety against bearing in case of bolts, 1.25. So grade of bolt is 8.8, so FUB is 800 Newton per mm square. You can refer table number 3 of IS 1367 to know this value. Okay, so let us design with this. So as I told you in the previous procedure, let us find out the net area that is required. So the net area is given by T by 0.9 Fu by gamma ml. Remember, this is also an expression where alpha is a factor, taking into account various effects, like we have discussed about various factors that is influencing the strength of this tension member. So including that, in order to include that, this alpha is the factor we put here, and this alpha can be ranging between 0.6 to 0.8, and I am adopting 0.8 as the value here. So AN is equals to 1143.29 mm square. This is the net area that we need to have. So now what I am going to do is I am going to increase the net area by 15%, and I am considering that as the gross area. Okay, so the gross area can be obtained by increasing this 1143 by 15%, which is 14.78 mm. This is nothing but gross area. But this gross area can also be obtained by this expression, as we have seen in the design procedure. A is equals to T by Fy by gamma m0, and we got 1320 mm square as the value. Of course, almost same, so don't worry about that. So now, based on this 1320 mm square, you have to select a proper section from the steel tables in this step 3. So let me just show you. We have selected 1075 8 mm, right? 1075 8 mm. As you can see, 175 mm of thickness 8 mm is more appropriate or sufficient. See, the area is 13.36 centimeter square. So mm lo cheste 1336 వస్తుంది. 1336 mm square. So this is a suitable section. So if I see, this is how a section is going to be, and 8 mm thick. Okay, so now let us go for the next step, and I have considered the pitch of the bolt as 65 and edge distance as 45 mm. Of course, we have actually discussed about this pitch calculation and E calculation. And let me just tell you here, see, if there are bolts here, some bolts. This is the direction of force F, tensile force F. This is what we call as edge. So from the first bolt to the edge is what we call as edge distance, and the center to center distance between two bolts along the direction of the force is called as P, which is equals to pitch. So from code IS 800 in 10.3 clause, you can find out what is the minimum pitch and what is the edge distance that is required. Based on those conditions, minimum values from the code book, you can consider certain value of 60 mm of pitch and edge distance as 45 mm. Let me show you that. See here, the edge distance is given by 10.242 clause, and minimum edge distance should be 1.5 times the hole diameter. So if the diameter of the hole is DH, which is made for the bolt, and 1.5 times of that hole is taken to be as the diameter, this edge distance. And in case of pitch, the minimum value that is to be taken is 2.5 times of diameter of the fastener, that is bolt. So for example, if the bolt is 20 mm, D is diameter of the bolt, DB anukunte, DH is the diameter of the hole, which will be equals to 22, which is equals to diameter of the bolt plus 2 mm. Right? So now, what is the minimum edge distance? E minimum is equals to 1.5 times of 22, which will be around 33. And what is the P pitch minimum, which is equals to 2.5 times of diameter of the hole. Diameter of the bolt, that is 20, which will give you 60. So this is the minimum value, minimum. So I have taken a 65 as the pitch and edge distance of 45. That's not an issue. So now step 4 is I need to find out what is the number of bolts. So in order to decide the number of bolts required, I need to find out actually the strength of each bolt in bearing and also in double shear. So this strength of the bolt in bearing or bearing strength of the bolt is given by this simple expression from the code book. Let me show you. So the clause 10.3.3 will give you the shear capacity of the bolt, and 10.3.4 will give you the bearing capacity of the bolt. Okay, these are the expressions. Of course, I am going to show you in this here. The bearing strength of the bolt is given by 2.5 times of kb dt fu by gamma mb. See here, fu is nothing but the ultimate strength of the plate. Gamma mb is the factor of safety, 1.25. And T is the thickness of plates, and D is dia of bolts, and Kb is a factor that is to be calculated. See, the thickness of the plate as you choose here is 8 mm, and the diameter of the bolt is 20 mm. Of course, the diameter of the hole is 22. And let us calculate Kb. Kb is given by these expressions here. So Kb is the least of E by 3d naught or P by 3d naught minus 0.25 or FUB by FU or 1. Least of these values is taken to be the Kb value. E is nothing but edge distance. We have assumed already as 45. D naught is the diameter of the hole, 22. So find out So next P by D, P is the pitch, 65 is assumed, minus 0.25, you get this 0.734 as the value. And FUB by FU. FUB is ultimate strength of the bolt, 800. FU is the ultimate strength of plate, 410, 1.95. And this is 0.681. So list of these values is 681. And it is taken that and substitute that value, 2.5 into KB into D into T into FU by gamma MB. So you get a value of 89.34 kilonewton. So this is the strength of the bolt in bearing. But in tension, I mean in shear strength is given by this expression. See here, ANB is actually equals to ANB is equals to pi by 4 into d square plus 0.78 pi d square by 4. So what is this area? So this is in double shear case, but in single shear case, this is the area that is to be considered, 0.78 pi d power 4 pi d square pi 4. So you get pi into 20 square by 4, you will get some value, and on substituting those values you get 90.52 kilonewton is the strength of the bolt in shear. And the least of those two values is taken to be the strength of the bolt. So strength of the bolt in bearing is the least value, so take it as 89.34 kilonewton. But before going into that, let me give you a little more clarity on this ANB. Okay, see here, this is a plate and this is a plate. This is being joined here by a bolt. Here the number of shear planes is only one. See here, this is the plane. This is the shear plane of the bolt where shear forces is going to be experiencing. And this shear force దగ్గర threading ఉండొచ్చు, threading ఉండకపోవచ్చు. You don't know that, right? See, bolt కి పై నుంచి కింద వరకు కూడా threading ఉండదు. Threading ఉంటుంది, కొన్ని దగ్గర threading కింద నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది షాంక్లో కదా. సో జనరల్గా బోల్ట్ చూడటానికి ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే ఇలా ఉంటుంది. దిస్ ఈస్ బోల్ట్ హెడ్, ఇక్కడ థ్రెడ్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది థ్రెడ్డింగ్, దీన్ని షాంక్ అంటారు. ఓకే, సో షాంక్ పోర్షన్లో ఈ పై షాంక్ పోర్షన్లో కొంతవరకు మనకి ఏముండదు, థ్రెడ్డింగ్ ఉండదు, కొంత పోర్షన్ నుంచి థ్రెడ్డింగ్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు థ్రెడ్డింగ్ దగ్గర క్రాస్ సెక్షన్ నేను ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తే దట్ ఈస్ 0.78 పై d square by 4 1 దగ్గర. అదే షాంక్లో థ్రెడ్డింగ్ లేని దగ్గర నేను క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తే ఏరియా పై d square by 4 అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ షియర్ ప్లేన్ అనేది ఎక్కడుంది? ఈ షియర్ ప్లేన్ ఏదైతే ఇక్కడ ఉందో ఇక్కడ థ్రెడ్డింగ్ ఉంటే ఏరియా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు 0.78 ఇంటూ పై d square by 4 వేయాలి. ఒకవేళ థ్రెడ్డింగ్ లేకపోతే పై d square by 4 మాత్రమే వేయాలి. ఒకవేళ నేను ఇంకొక ప్లేట్ ఇక్కడ యాడ్ చేశాను. So see this here in this figure, there are three plates that are being joined by this bolt. Therefore, two shear planes are going to be there. One shear plane is not within thread and one other plane is in shear. So then in that case, what will be the A and B value, guys? A and B value will be pi d square by 4 plus 0.78 pi d square by 4. But what happens if both shear planes are within the thread? Then A and B is equals to 2 times of 0.78 pi d square by 4. What happens if the threading is not in the shear planes, both the shear planes? Then A and B will be equals to 2 into pi d square by 4. So here only one angle section is being used to connect. See, we are talking about only one angle sections, right? So this is a gusset plate and this is how it is joined. So this is the bolt, only one shear plane, right? Only one shear plane is going to be there. So therefore in such a case ANB is equals to 0.78 pi d square by 4 only, assuming shear plane is through threading. So you will get 245. So this is the strength of the bolt family, least of the strength of the bolt in shear and bearing. Now this bolt has to actually carry a load of 300 kilonewton in total. So if each bolt can take 89.34 kilonewton, how many bolts are required? At around 3.3, which is rounded off to 4. So 4 bolts are to be there to be connected for that. So as I told you before, only we have assumed what is the pitch of this thing. So this is how: pitch 65 and edge distance 45, straight line. This is it. So now this member is going to fail if it has to fail along this way in block shear lo fail avvalanunte ila fail avutundi. Okay, but besides this block shear failure, please go through the previous videos in which I have explained about each and every failure in separate videos. This plate can fail by yielding, by rupture, or by block shear. If it is going to fail by block shear, this is the failure plane. It passes through the bolts, and this is plane 1 and this is plane 2 in case of angle sections. Angle sections లో ఈ విధంగా ఉంటుంది. ఒకవేళ ప్లేట్ సెక్షన్స్ లో అయితే ఏమవుతుంది? It is going to be somewhere like this if bolts are there. Of course, if there is only one single set of bolt, one line of bolt, and it is also going to be in this pattern only. So this will be shear plane and this will be tension plane. So you know how to calculate this. So I can AVG ఎలా వస్తుందండి? AVG ఏమవుతుంది? You can calculate from this. See, what is the length of this plane, shear plane gross area? 45 plus 3 into 65, which will give you some value into the thickness of the section. What is the thickness? 8. That's it. What is the AVN net area? You have to take the bolt area. How many bolts are there? 1 bolt, 2 bolt, 3 bolt, and only half bolt here. So 3.5 bolts. So 3.5 into bolt hole length and okokati 22 mm. So into 8 will give you AVN. And ATG, tension plane యొక్క ఏరియా ఎంత అండి? అది 50. బోల్ట్స్ పెట్టేటప్పుడు సెంటర్లో పెడతాం కాబట్టి, సో పైన 50 కిందకి 50 కాబట్టి ఈ డిస్టెన్స్ అనేది 50 ఉంది. సో this is going to be 50 into thickness 8, something like 400 mm వస్తుంది. అండ్ ATN వచ్చేసరికి ఏం చేయాలి? ఓన్లీ హాఫ్ బోల్టే ఉంది ఇక్కడ, హాఫ్ బోల్ట్. సో 50 minus of 1.5 into 0.5 into 22 into 8, you will get some value. Okay, so let us start with the calculation of design strength of the selected sections and let us check with that. Okay, so in yielding AGFI by gamma m naught, let us find out it is 3.6 kilonewton. Okay, so if you do not know what is the AG, you can go for the steel table book and you can find out what is the AG, or you can simply find out the area by multiplying. You know the dimensions of the angle sections, right? So this is the angle section, right? So divide this, calculate the area of this, and calculate the area of this and add it. That's it. AG will be this value. Or of course, you know what is the area. We have already seen that 1365, I think, 1336. So put that value into 250 divided 1.5, 3.3. So the tensile load that is coming onto the beam is onto this tie beam is 300 kilonewton, but the strength of this plate against yielding is 303, which is greater than the external load. Therefore, it is not going to fail by yielding. And rupture strength formula is this. This is for angle section. So here ANC is the net area of the connected leg. So this is how it is going to be. So this is gusset plate and this is the angle section connected. This is the bolt here. So ANC ante area of this leg, area of this connected leg. So here you have to find this area. So 100 mm is the length. అందులో నుంచి థిక్నెస్ బై 2 తీయాలి అండ్ హోల్ డయామీటర్ కూడా తీసేసేయాలి, హోల్ డయామీటర్ కూడా, సో దట్ ఓన్లీ యూ విల్ గెట్ ఓన్లీ ది ఏరియా ఆఫ్ దట్ క్రిటికల్ సెక్షన్ దగ్గర ఇంటూ టీ విచ్ విల్ గివ్ యూ 592. అండ్ అవుట్ స్టాండింగ్ లెగ్ యొక్క ఏరియా, గ్రాస్ ఏరియా, ఏజీఓ అంటే ఈ అవుట్ స్టాండింగ్ బయట ఉన్న ఇది అవుట్ స్టాండింగ్, ఈ లెగ్ ఏరియా 75 మైనస్ ఆఫ్ థిక్నెస్ టీ బై 2 ఇంటూ థిక్నెస్ టీ 568. And substitution here you will get the value. Of course you need to know what is beta. Beta is given by this expression from the code book. You can find that expression from the code book. Of course we have seen the values about these in the previous problem solved, so I hope you can just substitute them. Width of the outstanding leg is 75 mm. T is the thickness. And 65 ante enti ante bs ante entante w plus wi minus t. Let me show you in this figure. See here. Let me just draw this here itself. So when this is the gusset plate, so this is the gusset plate and this is the angle section, this is the bolt, and this value is 50 and this value is 50 and this is W which is equals to 75. So 75 plus 50 under this value plus this value minus of thickness will give you the BS. So substitute them. And what is 195 LC? The distance between the first and the last bolt, that is this, from here to here. What is that? 65 into 3 will give you 195, which is 1.139, and it has to be greater than 0.7. Of course it is good. On substitution you got 321.79. It is greater than 300 kilonewton, therefore it is not going to fail by rupture also. Now block shear. We have two values, TDB1 and TDB2. And these expressions are also taken from the code book IS 800 as we seen in the earlier problems. And of course I told you how to calculate AVG, AVN, ATG and ATN here. And on substituting these values, we are going to get TDB1 and TDB2. And TDB1 is 344, TDB2 is 313. Least of these two values is taken to be the TDB value. So out of all these, and of course if you check this, this is also greater than 300. Therefore all these three values are greater than the external load applied. Therefore it is not going to fail when the load is 300 kilonewton. Therefore hence the section selected ISA 175/8 mm is safe and suitable to take 300 kilonewton of tensile load. And slenderness ratio, you know, this is the slenderness ratio, lambda L by R, which is equals to 3000 by R, and R is equals to root over I by A, of course, but we no need to calculate these. This R is given directly from the code book. Since it is a standard section, you can just take the steel tables and refer it. You will get the radius, minimum radius of gyration is 2.18 centimeter or 21.8. So on dividing 3000 divided by 21.8 will give you 137.6, which is less than 350. Therefore it satisfied the slenderness ratio.